was a United States Marine, and he worked for the Challenged Athlete Foundation. I told him who I was and what I was doing. And typically the Challenged Athlete Foundation, you know, they have in the past done a lot of support of people that are just doing the para sport category, and I'm doing an able-bodied category. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna put this through and help you out, because I'm a disabled athlete, an able-bodied category, it's what it is. And he got me a boat. So got the boat and I had it sent overseas, because they made overseas, so I got my boat over there and picked it up, and I raced 2 races. Raced London and the Czech Republic. And one of the things I had to do there was, I am not the high priority, and there's 2 coaches and there's 16 athletes. It was okay, they told me that from the get-go. And I said, that's fine, sir. And I just watched. I watched everything I could. I asked people. I did like I've been doing for the last several years. And I managed to race internationally. I raced in the race in London and I made the semis. And then I went to Czech and I had a race there too. And I learned a lot about racing. How to race, how to plan, everything. How to be calm. One of the things I learned was it's like, well, it's the same thing as a lot of our other American athletes. It's really hard to represent and do this really effectively on meeker ponds. So that was the main thing that I had to look. I looked at all these issues and I did it myself. And I did it in the structure that was provided to me by USA Canoe and Kayak. And I did the best I could, and now I'm here at the World Championships. So I was looking at this process and I said, oh goodness, I don't know if I can send my fellow battle buddies into this process yet, because this is a tough process, especially for a disabled athlete. This is something that I don't know if they're going to be able to endure the structure and this type of structure, this lack of structure, etc., that's there for them. And so I think that, one of the things that I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get across is really what needs to happen to create a structure for those individuals that they will feel like they can excel in. And so it's a big, big task. But before I do that, I got to win the World Championships first. And so when I came back to Deep Creek, I decided not to go to Askey, or not to go to Augsburg or Sao. I came back here to Deep Creek. We're in America, and I decided to focus in as much as possible on this course every day. And so what I did was I came back here, and I didn't have much money in my pocket because I've used it all racing. And so I went, every Sunday I go to church, take the day off and, worship God. And there was a great guy that was the pastor at the local Baptist church. And, I filled out a visitor's card and put it in the offering plate. He called me, he says, is there anything you need while you're in town? I said, I need a place to stay. And he gave me a place to stay in the parsonage. And turns out this guy was a Marine. And I said, all right. I took it as a sign, this is what I need to do to drive on with my mission. And I just kept moving. I kept moving forward. And so I've been here training, and I've been here learning what I can on this course and improving my technique. The canoe and kayak coaches, they're not authorized to give me much time because I am a woman C1 and I'm the new person on the team, so they got to see if I'm worth my salt. But they gave me a lot of good advice sometimes. I'd try to be respectful of them and ask them when I could, hey, is there anything I can work on? And they're like, work on your cross stroke. So that's what I did. I worked on switching my hands and my cross stroke. Then the guy that, when I was here, I've been paddling, and the guy that's building the course, Bob Campbell, said, you need to maybe get a longer paddle. So I did that. And one of the other things that I did that was a really smart move, I think, is I had somebody build me a boat that kind of fits me better. So my friend Eric Hurd built me a really nice kayak that fits me really well. He built it off a mold from an older design, but what's great about it is it's narrow, and he made me a really good layup so I wouldn't break it. And that's the boat I'm using for the race. So every day, what I'm going to do for the next several days is I'm going to have a theme and a motif of my workout. I want to share it with everybody. The theme for today is simply, I'm going to be sitting up straight with my paddle and working on my extension and my plant and my pull. And that's it. I'm going to be working on driving that boat today down this course. And so that's something where I'm a little weak. You know, I've got pretty good skills. I was a freestyle athlete before, and I know how to use some of my stern and some of my edges pretty well. I'm figuring that out. The main problem where I'm weak is really learning to drive that boat effectively. So that's what I'm working on. I'm working on my posture this week and really pulling. That's my theme for this week. So I appreciate everyone listening to my story and being willing to join me and sit back and relax and enjoy the whitewater show. Thank you.